Wrestle Rant HD. I'm your host, Angelo Demetrius, and right away, we're going to get right to it. But before we do, I would love to express my condolences to the family of Chief Jay Strongbow, who we as wrestling fans recently lost this past week. Chief Jay Strongbow, a great contribution to my professional wrestling past, and to many others like my good friend Tatanka, and many others that Chief Jay Strongbow mentored. Chief, you will be sorely missed. Wingapo, Chief. Now, moving right ahead, let's dig in, let's sink our teeth into professional wrestling. We're going to get right down to it. Alright, how many of you were either there or bought WrestleMania on pay-per-view? If you did, you know as well as I do that it did not, and I mean it did not disappoint. I had the best time this year's WrestleMania. I don't know what was going on the previous years before, but let me tell you, they have really kicked it up a notch. I did steal that from you, Emerald Lagasse. They truly have kicked it up. Listen, how about that first championship match? The heavyweight championship, Sheamus versus Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan was supposed to be the Maverick of the WWE. Daniel Bryan was supposed to be the one who was the oddball in to even have a heavyweight championship title. Well, guess what? That oddball just got knocked off in about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, oh yeah, 3 seconds. You see, as soon as the bell rang, AJ wanted a kiss. A good luck kiss, she called it. Some good luck kiss. With friends like AJ, who needs enemies? All a good luck kiss will get you, that we learned, is a bro kick and a 1, 2, 3 count. And that's exactly what Daniel Bryan got. Who else's title match ended that quickly? Let's see, I don't know. Could it be the Honky Tonk Man at SummerSlam 1988 when he didn't know who his opponent was and he challenged anybody in the back? And down came running the Ultimate Warrior, who ran into the ring and in about 10 seconds flat ended the Honky Tonk Man's Intercontinental title career. You see, that is exactly what we need to see in the WWE. Now, wait a minute, not all the time. Let's not get crazy. What I'm saying, though, is that sometimes there's got to be a factor of unpredictability. And that's what we saw. Now, for those of you that are jumping on the criticized Sheamus bandwagon, I don't like it. It shouldn't have happened that fast. Listen, Daniel Bryan should have lost that belt pay-per-views ago. The fact that he even still had it at WrestleMania was a fluke. Alright, now, let's talk about John Cena and The Rock's match. Now, don't everybody throw eggs at the screen. Look, you may not have liked it. You may think that it was a boring match. It actually wasn't. That match was actually fantastic. Now, what do I mean? Well, I like wrestling matches, this professional wrestling fan, with strategy. Okay, maybe you don't watch Looney Tunes cartoons like I do. That's strategy. You see, strategy is a part of professional wrestling when you've got two great warriors in there. It's like a game of chess. One moves forward, the other one moves his bishop, and the other moves his rook. Whatever strategy piece they think might give them the advantage in the game. And that's what we saw between John Cena and The Rock. Now, there was a point where the crowd started chanting, same old crap. Hey, this is a PG show. There are things I can't say. Well, it did look like that at first, but then John Cena and The Rock started doing things that we didn't see before. I enjoyed it, but the best part about the end of that match is John Cena didn't win. How many of you like that? Now, let's talk about after WrestleMania. John Cena comes out on Monday Night Raw the following night and apologizes, or excuse me, not apologizes, but John Cena accepts defeat from The Rock, accepts that he failed at WrestleMania. He didn't get the job done. And, well, let's just say that The Rock earlier told us that he was going to go for the WWE title. I don't know what the link is, I don't know what the connection is, but I can tell you this. Somewhere down the road, The Rock's going to be wearing that WWE title. We'll see. Okay. Triple H and The Undertaker. Boy, did I call this one or did I call it? Triple H put on one heck of a show, and so did The Undertaker. They both were the highlight of WrestleMania. I said the highlight of WrestleMania. Hey, I love The Rock. I love CM Punk. But listen, I have to admit, these two highlighted WrestleMania. They were the human highlight reels of the pay-per-view. They got in that ring and did what I haven't seen done in a decade. And that is this. Make history that will be remembered for eons on. Good job, Triple H and The Undertaker. We probably will never see another match like that again. Fans, this is why I come to you each and every week, to bring you the best in information in professional wrestling. Sometimes I know what's going to happen, sometimes I don't. But the most important thing about this show is we have a lot of fun on the way to the information. You're watching WrestleRant HD. Ladies and gentlemen, what you have just been looking at is a picture of the WWE Tag Team Championships. This is a public service announcement from WrestleRant HD. The WWE Tag Team division as of late has come up missing. And the reason this public service announcement is going out to you, the viewer and the fan, is to try to find the WWE Tag Team division again. It's lost somewhere in the deep, dark dungeon that Vince McMahon keeps professional wrestling. If you have seen the WWE Tag Team division anywhere, please contact WWE.com and let them know that tag team wrestling still exists and that you desire to see it on a weekly basis. Please. I care about tag team wrestling. The fans care about tag team wrestling. Please, WWE, stop trying to kill professional wrestling. Thank you.
Back in the USA, back in the bad old days, in the heat of a summer night, in the land of the dollar bill, when the town of Chicago died.
Welcome back to America's #1 professional wrestling rant show, WrestleRant HD. You're back with your host, Angelo Demetrius. And we're going to continue talking about what we love the most, professional wrestling. Now, let's talk about the return of Lord Tensai. Lord Tensai, formerly known as A-Train, Albert, the guy that would never shave his human sweater. He has returned. Okay, I don't mind you saying he's from Japan. I don't mind you calling him Lord Tensai. But WWE, are you really going to put a guy that's supposed to be from China, Japan, wherever, in the ring with no martial arts, no kung fu, nothing? I mean, not even a chop. Not so much as a karate kick, a savate kick. How about a spin kick? How about just a kick to the shin? I mean, come on. The guy has no kung fu. Oh, Chris Jericho and CM Punk have taken their story to another level. Now, for those of you naysayers that thought Chris Jericho was going to walk out after WrestleMania, well, this is the proverbial bomb blowing back up in your face. Because Chris Jericho is proving that he's here to stick around for a little while longer. CM Punk is going to have him as a thorn in his side for a great while, unless WWE has something big planned for CM Punk's comeback, because, man, Jericho is really on a roll, as far as I'm concerned, with CM Punk. Yes, Punk got the victory at WrestleMania, but on Monday Night Raw, Chris Jericho proved that it's not over till it's over. All right, here we go. If nobody else is going to say it, I am right here on WrestlerAnt HD. In the words of good old JR, business has just picked up because the Brock is back to wreak havoc on the WWE one more time. Brock Lesnar, who signed an exclusive deal with WWE, is back to destroy and maim, and his first victim, John Cena. And why shouldn't it be? Because when Brock Lesnar was with Paul Heyman and released that fantastic wrestling move, the F5, John Cena later on came up behind Brock Lesnar and released his own version of that. I'm going to say it, called the FU. Brock Lesnar, years later, like The Rock, returning to the WWE, destroys John Cena, which seems to be the popular thing to do these days in the WWE. Brock Lesnar's back, but who will he go after next? Could it be, I don't know, The Undertaker? WrestleMania 29 could see The Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar. Someone, if you recall, that left The Undertaker bloodied in a SmackDown ring when The Undertaker was doing the American Gangster storyline. All right, everybody put your hands together for Skip Ryback returning to the WWE. No, seriously, folks, all kidding aside, Skip Sheffield's back. And his new character, his new Goldberg-like character, Ryback, is really off the chain. Now, granted, he looks like Bane without all the juice and whatever. But hey, he's back and he's dominant. I actually like his character. Brodus, I don't know how they screwed you over, but buddy, Skip got your place. Looks like they pulled an Uno on you and said, skip you, Brodus. Back to us. Back to Ryback. Somebody call your mama. Alright, Damien Sandow. I got 2 words for you. Jobber. Jobber. Kind of like the guy that Ryback took out. Look, how many times have I seen somebody cut a promo on Friday Night SmackDown talking about how they're going to be there the week after, or the next week after, or the next week after, and guess what? They never debut. You know why? Because the WWE executives, in their wisdom, and perhaps Vince McMahon, if there is any left, realized that maybe your character wasn't such a great idea after all. I mean, after all, SmackDown can't possibly get more boring than it already is. I mean, after all, it is the reason that DVR was created. So you didn't have to sit there and watch it the whole way through. All I'm saying is, look, we don't need another guy that acts like a combination of, I don't know, Bob Backlund, and then a little bit of CM Punk added to it. One CM Punk's enough, I think. Still waiting on my ice cream bar. And Bob Backlund was too much for my mind to handle. I mean, had to have a dictionary on hand every time the guy talked. Look, Damien, you want to make an impression in professional wrestling? Shut up, get in the ring, and fight. Because at the end of the day, what you say should be about 5 minutes long. But what you do in that ring should last a lifetime. This is America's #1 professional wrestling rant show. You are watching it. You have been watching it. I'd like to thank you for joining me, as you have each and every week. Next week will be the 50th edition of Wrestle Rant HD. And that show is going to be very special. Kind of like I'm special. Hey, stop doing this. I didn't mean that kind of special. Anyway, tune in for Wrestle Rant HD, episode number 50. 50 shows celebrating 50 times that I've stepped in front of a camera and informed and entertained you about professional wrestling. For right now, I'm your host, Angelo Demetrius. I look forward to seeing you here each and every week for Wrestle Rant HD. Good. Bye, everybody.